EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he... Mark down at the 21-yard line.
Get on! 180! Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Braunecker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. Sliding under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt. Because
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Alert 3.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
King.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over.
Get out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards. On 1st down, Trubisky. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. For that one big play, that can spark a...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check nickel.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A run for Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
King. Pistol. Hey, Zeus. Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. The 20, and now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Good job.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Shoot! 49, check 49, check 49.
From the 27, Mayfield. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Hey, 133. Jump. X3, 218, jump.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run, Chubb, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, exit. Done.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Pistol.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Alert, 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 alert. Real. Hey, we heavy on the edges, Switch. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Check 26, check 26. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Pistol. Hurry!
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, End result, touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Hey, I'm 33.
Check. 59.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 59.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Alert!
Check. Lucky.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Regular.
Watch the ship.
Greystone, travel.
Watch the ship. Kill.
Point it right. SOS. Hurry. What's that?
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Watch the twist.
Real.
Back.
Hurry. What's that?
Now Chubb running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's got Burton here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. Well, I think they knew that that one was going to be a long shot, but in the end, it's looking like they're going to come up short.
And it's tough to really hang too much blame on your kicker here either. That would have been well above and beyond his range, and this will go down as a tough loss. They played well enough to win.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run again on first down. Chubb. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Hey, alert 33.
Watch safety green. Watch safety.
Hurry.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the...
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew,